Okay, boys and girls, welcome here to the machine shop side of the Stinkbug Works. Now, we're going to, you see I've glued the template onto the piece of carbon fiber that I've roughly hacked out with a hacksaw blade. And let's see if we got a good cut there. Let's do this so we can auto feed. And we can auto feed and see how clean that cuts. Yeah, that looks like a pretty clean cut. So we'll just keep going down until we get to I think I want to dive in just a little bit. Okay. The important thing is I want this edge parallel to that edge so I can flip it over and start working on the face of it. And that's why I'm doing this particular operation here. And the exact dimension isn't critical. The only thing is, once I start drilling holes, then it is critical. Okay. I'll go down a few more thousandths and call it good. Because what'll happen is, once the holes are drilled, this thing is going to get a ride on the belt sander, and all these precision to machine edges will be gone. Okay, boys and girls, I'm going to jet out for a minute. I'll put this up on some parallels, clean up the edges here with some sandpaper and such, and we'll go on to the next step. Stand by, jet out. Okay, welcome back. I have the workpiece now sitting on some parallels. It's sitting on parallels and up in the vise. And I've centered this little 16th inch mill right above my index hole, and I have zeroed out the DRO. So that's going to be my 0, 0. Then I'm going to work around to these various coordinates and drill each with this small mill. Then I'm going to come back. I'm going to take this R8 collet out of here, and I have a chuck with an R8 taper on it that I'll put in here, and then I'll go back to 0, 0s, and I'll gradually enlarge that to 3 millimeters. I'll gradually enlarge this one to 10 millimeters. I'll do 2 of them here to 3 millimeters, and this big one here, I don't know what it is. I'll just enlarge it till it's that size. So there you go. I'm going to jet out, do a little work. I'll come back and show you where I'm at. Until then, jet out. Well, boys and girls, look a here. Look a here. This was my index hole. And you notice it's slightly off a little bit to the right and a tiny bit down. So everything else needs to adjust a little bit to the right and a tiny bit down. But now look at this. You notice these 3 here on the smile cut are a little further away. And same thing with this. You know what that's from? That's from this print. not being 100% to scale. So there's some things to think about when you're printing off templates. You need to check. You need to put a scale on your template that when you print it off, you can see that it's to scale, because I can tell right now that my drawing is not to scale. Okay, I'm going to come back with the R8 chuck and enlarge some holes. So jet out for a while. Okay, boys and girls, that's what we have. That's the end of the precision work. We're going to go over to the belt sander and do some non-precision work. So until later, jet out. Well, there you go, boys and girls. There's a rough idea what it's going to look like when it's all said and done. And it's getting closer. Look, I've been inventing things and making stuff. So now I have a motor mount. There you go, boys and girls. Until next time, jet out.